Today I'm going to go over a quick tutorial on how to trim the double ends on an adjustable microcord bracelet. I did another tutorial earlier and I guess it was too long for it to take on YouTube. So anyway, what you'll do is you're going to need the flame torch lighter because it has the fast flame. It's not going to wiggle and burn your fingers. You've got the, I use the Loctite super glue. It dries clear, it's really nice and easy to use. And then a pair of scissors. Okay, so on this strand, you can see where when it hangs down too far, it can just get in the way and bug you. I make them big so that if people want to use them as an anklet, they can wear them as an anklet, or they can adjust it once they get it. So if you give it as a gift, you have the choice. Whoever gets it as a gift can use it as an anklet or a bracelet. And you can just send them to the video so they can trim it themselves if they like. If you don't know what size they are, or if you don't know if they want an anklet or a bracelet as a gift. So anyway, take it behind the knuckles here, open it all the way behind the knuckles, and it'll go right across the thumb. That's pretty much the widest part. I just use my middle finger and I'll pull back on the bead and get it to where it's a good width to slide on and off. When you're comfortable with it, you go ahead and slide it off, and I want to make sure that I get this centered. Right now it's really off center. So you'll hold down the strand that you're moving away from, hold these two together, and pull your keeper knot to the middle. That looks pretty good. And when you get here, you're going to pull that bead back, pull the rope down and keep it out of the way, but you're going to have to keep hold of that bead while you trim this strand here. When you trim this, you're going to leave about 1/4 inch. Let's snip it off. Okay. Make sure you move your finger down out of the way, but still hold the bead. Get that index finger out of the way. And when you light this up, you're going to go back and forth pretty slowly because you want to melt it. You don't want to burn it. You want to melt it, and it's going to form a little bead on the top, hopefully to hold the ending bead in. Hopefully, when it melts down, it'll be wide enough to cover that hole so it'll stay on. Just it doesn't always happen that way, so that's what the super glue is for. Okay, so let's go on this side. Pull the bead out of the way, get the string out of the way. Trim about 1/4 inch. And hold that end while you make sure and get the rope and the bead down. That way you don't lose the bead. All right, we'll do that again. You want to try to hold this up as much as you can so that the bead will form pretty much equally in that area. Okay. Now, just in case, you might want to just let that dry a little bit before you start messing with it. It doesn't take long at all. I am going to grab the little bead that formed on the end, and I'm going to pull that away from the keeper and the bead, ending bead. Okay? Go ahead and put your little dab of super glue. Now, when I run the bead up with the super glue, I kind of twist it a little bit just so the super glue gets evenly distributed. Okay, that's going to be dry, and we'll pull the other one out. Do the same thing on this side too. Hold the bead and your string, pull the little bead that you had formed on the end out, the little dab of super glue, run that bead back up and kind of twist it as you go. Go ahead and hold that and let it dry a little bit. Sometimes I just assist it a little bit. I don't mind getting super glue on my hands. pull it out, and just a fit now. I always use my middle finger to close it, not my mouth like some people do. And there you have it. Thanks for watching.